Steve, tell us what we're hearing.
Yeah, you know, we've been covering this for the last few years, obviously, since the Chinese government sort of launched a bit of a crackdown, if you want to call it that, on multinational consultancies in China, whether it's Bain & Company, which saw its offices raided in China, Capvision found it embroiled in some sort of anti-espionage campaign. It is headquartered in New York and in Shanghai. McKinsey, it's an interesting story, obviously, probably one of the bellwethers of global and U.S.-based consultancies that have businesses around the world in 130 cities across 65 countries, including in China, where it's loss-making. And you mentioned about North America being, could potentially offset if they did have a retreat. Half of its revenue comes from the United States, and it loses money in China. But again, the global managing partner, Bob Senfelds, maintains that McKinsey is a global company, right? So it is a dilemma right now, and we're hearing in an exclusive story that is #2 on the Bloomberg terminal, most read right now, essentially that McKinsey senior partners are speaking up anonymously. They don't want to necessarily put their names to this, but increasingly they're questioning the presence in China, given the heightened geopolitical risks, given the fact they're not making money right now. They did pull back headcount in China by about 150 employees. They have 1,000 or so, and they have, according to their website, about 1,500 client engagements in China. They're active in China, obviously, but is it worth the risk? And it really highlights the growing dilemma of a number of American companies that are doing business in China. That latest survey in January from the American Chamber of Commerce in China said a record 30% of American companies are either considering or have already considered or already starting to pull out of China because of these heightened geopolitical risks, national security risks from both governments.